I would like to acknowledge the virtual presence of Senator Bongo and later on Senators Grace Po and Senators Gatchalian and Ebi Tolentino will join us. They are members of the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs. Last year, we adjourned our investigation in aid of legislation on kidnapping-related incidents. However, in light of the privileged speech of Senator Grace Poe, delivered on December 14, 2022, we are reopening today our investigation with focus on the recent reported kidnapping incident. May I request our committee secretary to please acknowledge our resource persons present today.
Thank you very much, sir. The following are present. From the Department of Justice, we have State Counsel Attorney Ulysses Aguila. From the Department of Social Welfare and Development, we have Mr. Marcelo Nicodemus J. Castillo. Morning, sir. From the Department of Labor and Employment, we have Ms. Rosalinda Pineda. Morning, ma'am. From the Philippine National Police, we have the following officers, headed by Police Major General Eliseo Cruz. Morning, sir. We have Colonel Frederick Obar. Morning, sir. We have Police Colonel Erickson Dilag. Morning, sir. From the National Bureau of Investigation, we have Assistant Director Jose Dolorias. Morning, sir. We have also Attorney Ross Jonathan Galicia. Morning, sir. From the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation, we have Mr. Robert Luquiao. Morning, sir. Attorney Arnold Ferdinand Salvosa. Morning, sir. We have Attorney Jessa Maris Fernandez. And from the Philippine Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we have Mr. Ko Beng Sun. Morning, sir. We have Mr. Melvin D, Movement for the Restoration of Peace and Order, incoming chairman, and also Mr. Kak Wen Chua. Morning, sir. Before that, sir, we have received several position papers and letters from the Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption, Movement for the Restoration of Peace and Order, and Philippine Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Kumsek. Yung victim, hindi ba natin naimbitahan? Or pamilya ng victim? Okay.
Ano lang sa
Good morning again, everyone. During our last hearing, we have found out the following. Among others, some of the gruesome videos that proliferated through social media last year did not happen within the Philippine territory. As reported by the PNP, there was no surge in cases of kidnapping and disappearances in the country for the period covered January to September 2022. Some of the kidnapping incidents allegedly happened in the country were not officially reported to the proper authorities. There was no close coordination between the government agencies involved in POGO operations such as the Bureau of Immigration. May be immigration ba dito? Kumsek? Walang pinadala. Paki-follow up. Open mo. PAGCOR, PNP, NBI, DOLE, and DOLE. For this hearing, we would like to focus our discussion on the investigation conducted by the PNP involving the incidents as reported by Senator Poe in the Senate plenary last year. Additionally, we would also like to request the PNP to give us an update on the recent data involving kidnapping and disappearances in the country, as well as their actions against 12 individuals identified and were seen to be holding high-powered firearms in one of the videos we presented at the previous hearings. In the same light, we would like to know what happened to those involved in a traditional kidnapping incident happened in Skyway, as shown also in one of the videos we presented during the first hearing. And also, we would like to hear from PAGCOR regarding their actions on the companies involved in the recent kidnapping incident. Lastly, since the enactment of PAGCOR rules on POGO operations and RA 11590, or an act taxing the Philippine offshore gaming operations, the existing policy of the government is to regulate and allow its operations. We would like to know the plans of PAGCOR and our law enforcement agencies, especially the PNP, to ensure that POGO firms will not be involved in the commission of any crimes within our territorial jurisdiction. We are looking forward to a fruitful discussion in order to guarantee and maintain the peace and order in the country. Thank you. Before we begin our discussion, may we know if Senator Bongo would like to deliver his opening statement? Yeah, later siguro. Yeah. Also, I would like to acknowledge the presence of the new Director of the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group of the PNP, Police General Romeo Karamat. Thank you. And condolence. Condolence. For orderly conduct of today's hearing, we will start with the PNP. Kayo man nag-imbestiga nung kidnapping incident na dineliver ni Senator Grispo. General Eliseo Cruz, you want to present something? Go ahead, you have the floor.
To the honorable members of the Senate Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, especially to our former Chief PNP, its Honorable Chairperson Senator Sen.Bato de la Rosa, sir, and other attendees of this public hearing, good morning. First and foremost, we would like to emphasize that the PNP condemned to the highest degree the cases of kidnapping, abduction, disappearances, and a spate of crimes that transpired in the country. The PNP is one of with this honorable committee's full noble endeavor to ensure that the rule of law is observed, especially since the same is consistent with and complements the peace and security framework of the PNP. We would also like to thank this honorable committee for giving the PNP this opportunity to inform everyone that we are taking this matter seriously and that all efforts are being exerted and undertaken to accomplish our task and mandate at preventing and solving crimes and ensure public safety and security. To share their respective views and inputs in today's public hearing, with me here are my fellow public servants from the PNP, from the CIDG, Anti-Kidnapping Group, WCPC, and from the Directorate for Operation. I have, sir, a presentation on statistics about our accounted cases of kidnapping for ransom, kidnapping and serious illegal detention, slight illegal detention, and other POGO-related kidnapping incidents. And may I be allowed to present this in our PowerPoint?
Go ahead.
Next slide, please. Next slide, please. For the year 2021, sir, we have recorded 44 kidnap for ransom cases, with 82 kidnapping and serious illegal detention cases and 39 slight illegal detention. As compared with 2022, we have 49, 81, and 42 for kidnap for ransom, kidnapping and serious illegal detention, and slight illegal detention, respectively. For the 2022 is higher by 5 cases for kidnap or ransom, but lower by 1 case for kidnapping and serious illegal detention, and 3 cases higher than 2021 with of the slight illegal detention cases.
Nasegregate mo ba yan? Saan dyan ang POGO related?
Meron, sir, sa
Meron
mga
la-
succeeding
okay,
slide,
go ahead.
sir. Next slide, please. For the year 2021, these are the regions that these cases have transpired. We have in Probar 2, 9 in NCRPO, 31 handled by AKG in different areas, and 2 were handled by the CIDG. And for the kidnapping and serious illegal detention, these are the regions that were identified that these cases had transpired, with a total of 82. And for slight illegal detention, these are the regions that were identified to have transpired these cases, with a total of 39 cases. Next. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Medyo maliit. For kidnapping for ransom that transpired from January 1, 2021 to December 31 to 2021. These are the breakdown of those cases. 24 are still under investigation. 2 were drop and close, and 2 cases. For those cases referred to prosecutor's office, 2 cases were dismissed, and 5 are still under preliminary investigation, but 11 were successfully filed before the court. For those cases filed in court, 8 are still ongoing for trial, 2 are for pre-trial, and 1 was scheduled for arraignment. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. For the period covered, January 1, 2022 to December 31, 2022, we have recorded 49 cases, and 27 of which are still under investigation. For those cases referred to prosecutor's office, 4 were dismissed, and 10 are still under investigation, and 8 were filed in court. For the cases filed in court, 4 have been arraigned, 4 are still ongoing trial. Next, please. For kidnapping with serious illegal detention from January 1, 2021 to December 31, 2021, we have recorded 82 cases, and 32 of them are still under investigation. 1 was dropped and closed. And for the cases referred to prosecutor's office, One released for further investigation. One was dismissed, and 16 are still under preliminary investigation, and 25 were successfully filed in court. For the cases filed in court, three of them were archived, 4 were arraigned, and 16 are still ongoing trial. For the kidnapping with serious illegal detention from January 1, 2022 to December 31, 2022, we have recorded 81 cases, and 22 of them are still under investigation, and one was referred to other agency. For the cases referred to prosecutor's office, 25 are still under preliminary investigation, 28 were filed in court, and 11 are still ongoing trial, and 2 cases were dismissed. Next slide, please. For the slight illegal detention from January 1, 2021 to December 31, 2021, we have recorded 39 cases. And for the cases filed in court, we have 4 were arraigned and 14
Eli,
are ongoing trials.
can you explain to us anong diferensya ng slight illegal detention? Anong diferensya niyan sa ordinary, yung illegal detention lang? Bakit meron pang slight?
Yes, sir.
Bagong kaso yan?
Actually, sir, our CIRAS, sir, that is derived from the CIRAS, and these are cases identified at the revised penal code. So, of course, sir, may I refer the question to our more knowledgeable
Okay na,
lawyers
okay na.
here.
Basta nasa revised penal code
Yes,
yan,
sir.
slight.
Yes, sir. These are categorized
Okay.
based on our
Thank you,
revised
thank you.
penal code.
Continue, please continue.
Next slide, please. Next slide, please. I'll be presenting to you these cases on kidnapping related to POGO. Next slide. For the period January 1, 2017 up to January 30, 2023, we have recorded a total of 102 cases of POGO-related incidents or POGO-related kidnapping incidents. And 6 of them transpired in Region 3, 8 transpired in Calabarzon, 35 transpired in Metro Manila, 28 were handled by AKG, not included in these three regions that I've mentioned, and 15 were handled by the CIDG, 10 were handled by the WCPC. For the year 2019, we have recorded 9 cases of these POGO-related incidents. 11 were recorded in 2020, 42 were recorded in 2021, and 40 incidents were recorded last year. And for this January of this year, we have not received any case of these POGO-related incidents of kidnapping. Next slide, please. For the victim's status and nationality. For the same period, we have a total of 316 victims. 214 of them are Chinese, 28 are Filipinos, 24 are Myanmar nationals, 8 were Malaysians, 5 were Taiwanese, 6 were Vietnamese, 1 Japanese, 28 Thai nationals, 2 are Mongolian nationals. About their status, 299 were unharmed, 16 were injured, and 1 was deceased. Next slide, please. For the suspect nationality and suspect's nationality, sir. The first slide was victims' status. Now we go to the suspects. We have recorded 892 suspects for this period from January 1, 2017 up to this date. And 19 of them, 782 of them are Chinese, 1 Vietnamese, 80 were Filipinos, 5 were Malaysians, 1 Korean, 2 Thai nationals, and 2 were Indonesian. But 19 of them were unidentified, and I believe these were at large until now, sir. That's why the reason why they are still unidentified. About their status, 83 of them were arrested. 93 are still at large. And 482 were released on bail. 231 were turned over to Bureau of Immigration, and 3 of them were killed. Next slide, please. For POGO-related incidents by offense, the same period from January 1, 2017 to this date, we have recorded 102 cases. 6 of them transpired in Region 3, handled by Pro 3. 8 were handled by PRO Calabarzon. 35 were handled by NCRPO. 28 were handled by AKG. 15 were handled by CIDG, and 10 were handled by WCPC. So these are the different offenses under these POGO-related incidents. And on top of these cases were kidnapping for ransom, wherein we have recorded 30 out of 102 cases that we have recorded. And 14 anti-trafficking in persons, I believe these are handled by WCPC, and 13 are Access Devices Regulation Act of 1998 violation. And also 10 cases are categorized as kidnapping and serious illegal detention. Next slide, please. For the same period, about the status of these cases, out of the 102 cases that we have recorded, 12 are still under investigation. 8 were settled, 9 were categorized as dismissed for being disinterested, 9 were dismissed at the prosecutor's office, 26 are still under preliminary investigation with a total of 35. About the cases filed in court, we have 35. Out of the 35, 5 were arraigned, 25 are still ongoing trial, 2 provisionally dismissed, 2 were actually dismissed with a total of 35 cases. Hindi yata kasali yan. So, That's all, sir, for the statistics on kidnapping incidents from the DIDM. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, General Eli Cruz. Ah, sino magpe-present doon sa yung kay privilege speech ni Senator Po pertaining to that crime?
Kidnapping.
Yun ang pinaka-purpose ng hearing natin dito.
Uh, Sir, I have here a copy of the report from the Director AKG about their initial investigation on alleged kidnapping, abduction, as mentioned in the privilege speech of Senator Grace Poe. And may I be allowed to let the Deputy Director for Operation of the Anti-Kidnapping Group
Yeah, go ahead.
to
You have the
present
floor.
this report, Police Colonel Erickson Dilag, sir.
Go ahead.
To the chairperson of the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, Honorable Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, sir. Good morning. We were having a conference in the morning of December 15 when we read this report in the Philippine Star about the privileged speech of Senator Grace Poe. So I spoke with my director that we will initiate investigation pertaining to the said incident. And we tasked the team of Police Colonel Obar to conduct the investigation, sir. So they first proceed to Songma, which is a POGO complex in Bacoor, Cavite. And with the limited information provided in the newspaper, they were able to identify the supposed victim, which turned out to be a Malaysian national. So,
Malaysian talaga? Sigurado
yes, sir.
kayo?
Yes, sir. Malaysian national. I have here Police Colonel
Earlier
Fred Obar.
reported Filipino-Chinese. Tapos sinabi na naman Chinese. Tapos ngayon Malaysian na naman.
Yes, sir. She was a Malaysian national. And we compared the CCTV footage in Shuangma as to that who was allegedly kidnapped in Pasay. And they look similar, sir.
Ano, Shornak?
Shuangma in Bacoor, Cavite, sir.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
CCTV doon yan.
Yes, sir. So ipinakita, sir, kasi based on the report, dinala daw siya sa Shuangma, Cavite to be sold as a POGO worker. And nag-confirm yung Shuangma, sir, na may dinala doon na babae na ibinebenta to be a POGO worker. Kaso nga lang, sir, when the staff of the POGO company noticed some bruises on the body of the woman, hindi nila inaccept yung babae bagkus isinauli, sir, doon sa supposed na nagbebenta. And nakita din doon, sir, yung mga nagdala, pati yung pati vehicle na ginamit, which was identified in the privilege speech. Ganun po, sir. And after that, we coordinated with the Pasay City Police Station, and they also made a parallel investigation. Sila na po yung nag-trace dun sa vehicle na ginamit. And although I have read, sir, the report of Pasay City Police Station, it would be better, sir, kung po pwede yung Pasay na lang po ang mag-explain kung ano yung nangyari sa conduct nila ng investigation. As to the part of AKG, sir, yun lang po yung sa amin. Na-trace namin na dinala nga talaga sa Shuangma, pero hindi tinanggap ng Shuangma kasi nga may injuries yung tao. And they are aware na pag sa kanila nakuha yon, they will be charged accordingly, sir.
Pasay. Umupo ka. Yeah, sige.
Yes, sir. 0%. Yes.
Sir, good morning, sir. I am Police Colonel Froilan Uy, the incumbent Chief of Police of
Lakad
Pasay.
mo, lakad. Kuhan ka muna, out ka muna.
Please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this hearing and investigation?
Yes, I do, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Please take seat.
Yeah, continue.
Sir, I am Police Colonel Froilan Uy, sir. The Chief of Police of Pasay assumed last January 10, sir, 2022, sir.
So, hindi ikaw yung...
2023, sir.
Ha?
January 10, 2023, sir.
Kaya nga, hindi ikaw yung nakahuli ng mga suspects? Hindi kayo nag-follow up noon?
Hindi, sir.
So, sinong...
The for,
alam mo detalye. You can
uh,
present to us.
Actually, sir, I was briefed last night, sir, that they already arrested the suspect, sir. The IDMS of Pasay already arrested the kidnapper, sir, of the the victim last December 19, sir. Ito,
Sige,
sir, yung report, sir.
you...
Ito yung report, sir. Yes, sir. Nag-follow up po sila, sir. And then yung pong naaresto nila si Jai He Zhang at saka yung Yon Gao, sir, sa possession of firearms, sir. And three other Chinese for investigation, sir. So pinalo up nila yung ano, sir, yung expander with the conduction sticker YO U537, sir, as stated by Senator Grace po. Sir, during the investigation, sir, yung driver na na-identify as Jemar Asiatico I Lacanlinlao na dinivulge niya na hinire siya ng mga Chinese nationals na nakatira, sir, sa Shore Residence na nag-upa, sir, sometime October 2022, sir. Tapos, sir, sinabi daw sa kanya ng mga suspects na hintayin ng tawag niya para sa order, para sa payment, and then, sir, so yung dalawang suspect na book na po yan, na charge po sa violation ng 10591, sir. Andito po yung mga picture nila, sir. Nandito po sa cellphone ko yung mga pictures nila.
Kaya nga, dapat nag-prepare ka man lang ng PowerPoint presentation, naglagay ka dyan ng mga timeline, the usual briefing
Yes, sir.
ba? Hindi ba nyo ginagawa yan?
Sir, my apology, sir. I was told last night, sir, that I will attend, sir. The ex or the former chief of police of Pasay was the one who was invited, sir. I was only told last night, sir.
Kaya nga, pero
Yes, sir.
may records naman kayo, di ba? Dapat,
Yes, sir.
o kaya yung chief investigator, o sino yung officer on case na may alam talaga doon sa kaso para magandang pagka-present ninyo.
Yes, sir.
Accomplishment na ninyo yan eh. Tapos, hindi pa maganda presentation.
Yes, sir. I have here in my cellphone the PowerPoint presentation, sir.
Ay, present mo dyan para
Yes,
makita
sir.
ng
I will
accomplishment na nyo yan. Kaganda accomplishment ninyo. Tapos, pumalpak lang kayo sa presentation. Hindi pa nyo ma-present ng maganda.
Sir, I will proceed
technical-
to the IT, sir.
Tulungan nga nyo para ma-present nila yan. Sige, well, nagpre-prepare si PNP. Dito muna tayo sa PAGCOR. Alam naman yun, no, na yung involved na company is Brick Hearts Technology. At saka yung isa, MUA Cloud Zone Corporation.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
What have you done so far dito sa dalawang kumpanya na ito?
Mr. Chair, regarding MOA Cloud Zone Corporation, as mentioned po sa privilege speech ni Senator Grace po, the event happened in September 30, 2022. On October 3, 2022, we immediately issued a show cause order to MOA Cloud Zone Corporation, and the corporation replied on October 5, 2022. Pinaliwanag po nila na under investigation po ang kaso at mayroon na pong na-file na kaso sa National Prosecution Service. On a resolution dated November 15, 2022, dinismiss po ng DOJ Panel of Prosecutors ang kaso laban sa MOA Cloud Zone Corporation.
Anong particular case? Yung itong kidnapping for ransom? Itong privilege speech ni Senator Grace po?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Dinismiss ang
Ang kaso po laban, meron pong na-file ng kaso yung recruiter, but yung kaso po sa owners, managers ng kumpanya ay na-dismiss po.
so ibang ko nito, ibang kaso siguro yung sinasabi mo.
Sir,
Hindi itong kidnapping na ito.
dalawa po yung kaso na nabanggit ni Senator Grace po sa kanyang privilege speech. Yung regarding po sa MOA Cloud Zone ay nangyari po noong September 30, 2022.
Guluhan ako dito so dinismiss yung sa MUA Cloud Zone.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So that is as far as criminal case is concerned. Yung mga administrative sanctions ninyo, anong ginawa ninyo?
Sir, I think it
Ano?
Okay. Mr. Chair, gusto po sana naming ito yung ipaliwanag na dahil po ayon po sa mga dokumento na hawak po namin ay wala pong nasampa na kaso at hindi napatunayan na kaugnay ang MOA Cloud Zone sa nasabing kidnapping na ito. Nakatali po yung kamay namin na hindi po namin sila maaring agad-agad na kanselahan ng kanilang mga accreditation, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Okay, andito na yung kwan na former chief of police ng Pasay. Oh. Kuha muna kayo. Relieve in place muna kayo. Relieve in place. Ikaw muna maghiping ngayon. Balik ka muna. For the purposes of this investigation. As of now, ikaw muna, as far as this committee is concerned, ikaw muna ang chief of police ng Pasay ngayon, ha? Dito sa loob lang ng building na ito. Sige, you have the floor. Alam mo yung kaso na yon, kaya pero madam prepare na magtulungan kayong dalawa. Yung former at saka current chief of police. Magtulungan kayo, mayroon ng presentation, no? Sino nag-prepare yan? Kayo na? So, sino nag-present yan ngayon? Ikaw o ikaw? Kaya mo?
Kaya, sir.
Kaya? Sige, sige. Mas alam mo man yan. Go ahead, go ahead. Sige.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. And
Saan ka na-assign ngayon?
sa region, sir, sa regional headquarters, sir.
Sa NCR.
Apo, sir, yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, with regards to the alleged POGO related abduction, sir, referred in the privilege speech of the Honorable Senator Grace Pu, sir.
Okay?
That the privilege speech was rendered on December 14, 2022, sir. And upon hearing it via the sa news, sir, and reading the article, sir, the following day, sir, immediately, I conducted a investigation, sir. Nagbuo po ako, sir, ng team of investigators to, this is a proactive measures on our part, sir, sa Pasay City Police Station to validate the alleged abduction, sir. Pinuntahan ho namin yung shore, sir, and nag-coordinate ho kami with other PNP units. And the alleged abduction was not recorded, sir. Wala hong complaint. Ganun rin with the anti-kidnapping group, sir. Wala rin hong recorded sila na abduction. And we just presume that the alleged abduction happened on December 12, sir, because mentioned in the privilege speech, sir, the date of the abduction is two days after prior to the privilege speech, sir. So doon lang yun lang po yung sinundan namin, sir. And we conducted investigation sa shore, but the shore denied the abduction case, sir. We even requested to view the CCTV footages, pero hindi ko kami napagbigyan na ma-view namin yung CCTV footages because of the Data Privacy Act, sir. Ayaw ho nilang ipa-view. Through that, sir, we
Before you continue, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Senator J.B. Ejercito. Thank you, Your Honor. Go ahead, you have the floor.
Then, through our initiative, sir, based on the footages that was shown by the Honorable Senator, sir, nag-base lang po kami, sir, dun sa conduction sticker, sir, and the model ng sasakyan, sir. Sinundan ho namin yun, sir. We coordinated with the Land Transportation Officer at nalaman ho namin, nakuha ho namin yung data ng vehicle, pati yung owner, sir. At pinapunta ko po yung mga investigator ko, sir, sa residence nung ng may-ari ng sasakyan. We found out na yung sasakyan po, sir, it was rented, sir. Pinaparentahan po yung sasakyan, sir. Yun po ang sinundan namin, sir, and we were able to identify the driver or yung nag-rent, sir, at yung nag-drive ng sasakyan, sir. We were able to locate the sir, through the help of the barangay officials, na-identify ho namin yung driver. At yun po yung sinundan namin. May tatlo pa pong kasama yung driver. At yung tatlong kasamang driver na yun, sir, yun ho yung nag-conduct ko kami ng debriefing. At lumabas ho sa pag-conduct namin ng debriefing, sir, na may Chinese national sila na kausap, na yun ho nag-uutos sa kanila. Then it was narrated by the drivers na kinuha nga nila yung subject, sir, sa shore residence. At dinala nila doon sa Cavite.
Your residence is located sa
Sa Macapagal Avenue, sir, in MOA Complex, sir.
MUA Complex,
Yes, sir.
Avenue.
Yes, sir. Opo, sir.
Doon ang initial meeting nila.
Yun po. Actually, sir, to the, sir, yung sinundan namin na facts is from the speech, sir. At pinagtugma lang namin sa debriefing namin, sir. Lumalabas na nag-apply itong victim, sir. Nag-apply for a job. Tapos yung usapan nila, sir, is dun siya kukunin. From there, sir, accordingly sa driver, dinala nila sa Aba Hotel, sa Pasay. Doon muna siya itinago ng buong araw. Then the following day, sir, doon siya dinala sa Bacoor, sir. At doon na nga, sir, ang nangyari na binibenta siya doon sa Swangma Industrial Park, sir, sa dorm.
Before you continue, please mag-out ka muna.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this hearing and investigation, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Please take seat, sir.
Please continue.
Then nung
nung na-debriefing na namin, nakuha na namin yung tatlong drivers, sir. It was it was nung na-debriefing na namin yung driver, sir, it was coincidental, sir, na nag-text message yung Chinese, sir. Nagpapahanap uli, sir, ng sasakyan. So doon ho namin, sir, na inarrange. Sinabihan namin yung Filipino drivers na i-meet nyo sila for that another subject kasi may i-abduct uli sila na panibagong target, sir. And to that, sir, doon nakapag-build up po kami, sir, na ayos namin and imimit sana sa Pasay. But nag-change mind yung mga sir, yung mga target namin, sir, sa Makati namin sila nakuha, sir. At during the arrest, sir, nagkataon we were able to recover firearms, sir. 2 firearms, sir. Tapos mayroon pa po, sir, na kinabukasan, sir, nagkandak pa kami ng follow-up. May another Chinese kami na nakuha, sir.
So, positively identified yan nung driver na yan yung kasama niya pagkuha.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Balik mo yung previous slide. Itong firearms, nagkakaroon na kayo ng firearms sa identification, verification?
Yes, sir. We were able to, sir, sa FEO, walang record ito sa FEO, sir. So, it appears na wala siyang lisensya, sir.
Alam mo, hindi ito ordinaryo na organized crime eh. Basing on the firearms. Isipin mo, Kimber, kamahal. Yan ang pinakamahal na handgun ng na nabili ko. Meron akong ganyan. Napakamahal yan, Kimber. Tapos yung isa, ZZ-75. ZZ, pang shooting yan na armas. So, maraming pera itong sindikato na ito. Ang mamahal ng mga baril nila. And to think na hindi ito, wala talagang record sa FAO, ha?
Wala, sir.
Paano sila nakabili ng ganito kagandang baril na walang record sa FAO? Ano, ini-smuggle na yan, papasok sa Pilipinas? Hindi na dumadaan sa ating registry? Sabi ng FAO, wala talaga. Ganito kagandang mga baril, walang records.
Wala, sir. Walang record, sir.
May problema tayo nito. Bakit nagkaka-armas itong mga Chinese na ito ng ganyan kagandang armas na wala tayong records? Baka mamaya magising na lang tayo isang umaga na naglabasan na yung mga Chinese na yan ng armas at nag-declare na kanila na itong Pilipinas. Ha? Ganun tayo kakulang sa control nitong proliferation ng firearms. Oh, ang gaganda ng armas nila. Tuton. Tuton pa. So wala talaga record, ha? Paano nyo nakuha ito? Naka-shockbit sa kanilang...
Actually, sir, during the arrest, sir, nung nag-meet up sila nung sir, ng mga drivers nila na hinahire, sir, na Pilipino, actually, nag-attempt pa, sir, na bunutin sila, sir, na mag-engage. So, yun lang, mabilis lang yung mga kasama nating sa Pasay City Police Station, sir, na kaagad natin, sir, na subdue sila. At naiwasan ho natin na magkaroon ng firefights, eh.
Kung akong bubunutan yan, ganyan kagandang baril, double tap ko kagad ang ulo nitong mga suspect na ito. Bumunot man kaya? Bumunot. Attempting to throw
Nag-attempt, sir, na
their
bumunot,
firearm.
sir.
Mabuti lang, mabait kayo, no? EPO, mayroon ba taga-EPO dito? Bakit? You can answer for EPO? Sige, go ahead.
Sir, for as an evidence, firearm evidence, we will direct the Pasay City Police Station to request for the crime forensic group to undergo these firearms into a macro etching process so that we can identify if the serial numbers is tampered or not. And they can even identify if it is homemade, sir. Kasi marami na rin mga gunsmith ngayon, sir, na itinatatak lang din yung mga manufacturers, mga brandang baril.
Pero malabo maging kwento, maging homemade ito, maging anong ibig sabihin yan, yung tawag yan, sa Cebu, paltik. Malabo maging paltik yan, hindi kaya ng Cebu gawin yan, no? Yung CZ lang, mahirap na gawin yan. So, but most likely tampered. At kung ma-restore ito serial number na ito, mahabol natin yung mga previous owners nito kung sino nagbinta nito sa mga Chinese na nationals. So, go ahead. Continue.
And prior to that pala, sir, our office also coordinated with the office of the good senator, sir, to convince, sir, sana, sir, yung victim na malaman namin yung identity ng victim. Kasi yung kaso natin of abduction, sir, or kidnapping, hindi ho tatayo, sir, kung wala ho tayong biktima at complainant. So, pero yun nga, sir, we were not able to get any identity of the victim, sir.
Anyway, we have to respect the victim's privacy. Kung ayaw nila talaga mag-file ng kaso, wala tayong magagawa. Di ba? Hindi natin sila pwedeng pilitin na mag-file ng kaso. But, ito, may granada pa? Ha?
Yes, sir. Meron pa po.
Talaga? Sa posisyon nila yan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anak ng tipaklong. Sure ka? Kanila yan?
Yes, sir. Opo, sir.
So anytime pala pwede may sumabog na granada dito sa MUA. Dahil dito sa mga tao na ito. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Mr.
Go
Chair,
ahead,
with your
Senator Kiwi.
permission, ilang incidents na nakahuli tayo na itong mga POGO na meron silang firearms? Isa lang ba to o ilang beses na ito na
Sir,
meron silang hawak?
I am not in the position to sir, to answer that, sir, kasi hindi na po ako ang current chief of police, sir, and the record, sir, is wala ho sa akin, sir.
But anybody from the PNP, baka meron kayong we have to know kasi kung hindi na isang beses to, then, there's really something wrong, Mr. Chairman, na
Sir, we can check now with our SIRAS at Camp Crame about arrested POGO or Chinese individuals who are in possession of loose firearms and explosives.
You know, Senator JB, no? Basing na lang doon sa video na pinagbabaril nila yung kapwa nila Chinese doon sa Kwan, yung mga high-powered yung armas na nadala-dala, talagang we can surmise na there is a proliferation of illegal firearms sold or in the possession of these foreign nationals.
That's true, Mr. Chair. Medyo nakaka-alarma yan kasi ang tingin natin dyan, baka itong mga sindikatong to, in using the POGO Avenue, mukhang iba na ang nila. Iba ang modus ito at iba ang talagang operasyon. Kidnapping at iba pang crime related. Pero ginamit siguro nila kaya nakapasok sila because of that visa upon arrival noon na buti nga't pinigil na. But it's really alarming, Mr. Chair, na nakapasok na ito. Pero ang tanong ko lang, Mr. Chair, since you first, yung sa PNP, yung unang conduct investigation na pinatawag ni Senator Bato last year, how many incidents, crime-related incidents has happened relating to POGO personalities?
Yeah, putulin muna kita ha. Sino makasagot niyan? Di ba? Nag-conduct tayo ng hearing. Noong una. Then, pagkatapos ng hearing natin, nag-full blast kayo ng operation dyan. Sa MUA, kahit saang kanto, makikita mo may mga patrolman dyan na may daladalang yantok. Sige, patrolya. May POGO-related crime incident ba? Until nangyari yung kay Senator Grace po na privilege speech. Meron pa ba? Aside from that?
Sir, what I have reported a while ago, we have for the period from 2019 up to 2022, We have a total of 102 POGO-related incidents of kidnapping.
Kaya,
Yes, sir.
we just want to know yung after no
Ye-
hearing natin, kung ma-disaggregate niyo yung data na yan, para malaman natin kung ito isolated incident lang ba ito kay Senator Grace po na
Yes, sir.
privilege speech or talamak pa rin ang krimen dyan at hindi lang nagre-report. Kasi ito ngayon, no, hindi nga nagre-report at sumabog na lang sa ating mukha na mayroon palang ganitong nangyayari.
Yes, sir.
Please, ipa-segregate mo, ha?
Yes, sir. I have here the breakdown by year, sir. So in 2019, sir, we have 9 incidents. In 2020, we have 11 incidents. In 2021, we have 42 incidents. And the whole of 2022, we have 40 incidents, sir. So 102 ang total, sir. Bumaba lang, sir, ng dalawang cases comparing 2021 to 2022, sir. Mas mababa lang, sir, ng dalawa yung
Pero yung tinatanong, Gerald Cruz, yung tinatanong yata ni Chairman De La Rosa,